Hi everybody, it's Okalima, and this is just going to be a hopefully long video, and I'm going to try to keep it simple. I just tried to film a video for the new channel that I'm talking about, and I totally did not record the audio on my microphone. I recorded it on the camera, but the camera has terrible sound, so we'll see if it works. I'm so tired right now. This is probably the tiredest I've ever been in a video. But I thought I'd just do a little close-up kind of stuff. The microphone is really low in comparison to the camera. It's about half a foot, pretty much. So if I go to do left and right, I'm going to be lower than normal. And it also won't be as 3D because it's harder to get on the side. But you might be able to hear it a little bit. I just want this to be a really simple, relaxing video for me and you. So I guess I'm just going to talk about random things. I'm also trying my hardest to speak slowly, more slowly, because I know I have a problem with that sometimes. And I want my videos to be as relaxing as possible. So I'm gonna really try my hardest to think about that in this video. So the video I was filming for my other channel was the complete, or mostly complete, list of grocery store pet peeves, like I mentioned a little bit in my tag video. And it was like 25 minutes, so I really don't want to film it again. But the reason I filmed it tonight was that soon, I think tomorrow, we're going to have 2 dogs staying with us for a week, so things are going to be kind of hectic. I also just don't know when I'll be able to make another video, so I tried to do that one and this one, and I decided instead of remaking that video, I would do this one because I feel like I need to release another ASMR video. That channel can wait, obviously, because I haven't even really done anything with it. But I'd like to keep a consistent schedule with my ASMR videos, leading up to it and after I make the channel. So I got a new phone. I didn't really get a new phone, but hold on. I cracked my old one, my Galaxy S3, and it still works. The back button is usually right here, and the back button still works, so it would be a pretty cheap fix, since it's just the glass that's the problem. But I am a very cheap person, and my dad had an old Galaxy, I guess, is it called S? It's like the first generation one. I don't know. But he had an old one. So I said, well, instead of spending money on a new phone screen, even though it's probably going to be super cheap, because there's nothing wrong with the, I don't know what it's called, but the thing under the glass. It's just the glass that's broken. I'm just that cheap. So I thought I would do like a comparison tapping. I'll take the case off of this one. And I did have a case for my S3, but and I probably will get this fixed eventually, just not right now, because it's worth a decent amount of money. I mean, no need to throw it away just for this. But I did have a case for my Galaxy S3, and I just didn't like it because it was the OtterBox, and the OtterBox, at least for the Galaxy S3, is very stiff, and it did get a little softer over time as I used it, but it's just really annoying. And I took it off one day just to clean the phone because little bits of dust and dirt and stuff got, can you see me? Sorry. Got caught up under where the case goes over, and I just was too lazy to put it back on. So I've dropped my phone like probably 30 times in just this last time, and it was kind of sad. It was the night after I finished my last day at the grocery store I worked at, and I had had a fairly bad day because nobody said goodbye to me. And in fact, one of the cashiers that I worked with, actually two, they didn't both do it on the same day, but one of the cashiers that I worked with, that I had worked with for the past like 8 months, forgot my name, and to me that just cemented how little I meant to that job and that company and the people who worked there. In fact, I went back about a week after my last day to get my final check, and the customer service workers that I had known for the past 8 months also didn't know my name. So I just had a bad day, and I was super excited to get home. I just wanted to go home. I had had a long shift. For my last shift, it was, I think, 8 or 9 hours, which is actually kind of short for baggers and just people at that store, but it was long for me. And I just wanted to get home and take a bath and drink some wine and have the raspberry cake I had bought for my last day. And as soon as I get out of the car, I dropped my phone and I realized it was broken. And I wasn't that upset at first, but then I walked in the house and it turns out my dog had chewed up everything. He had chewed up a bunch of pencils. He chewed up some nail polish. Luckily, he didn't get the nail polish, but he had chewed that up, so that scared me for a second at the time. and he chewed up about $30 worth of gift certificates for one of my favorite sandwich shops. So I had a bad day, and I was so excited to get home, and then all of that happened. So it was just a bad day. Why am I telling you about my terrible day in this relaxing video? But anyway, I figured I would do a tapping comparison test. Galaxy S, I guess. Galaxy S3. So, I've always loved the way this phone sounds when you tap on it. This one sounds... This is the S3 and this is the S. This one sounds deeper, and I love that. So I'm going to tap on this phone for a while, and then I'll tap on the new one. This is the back. I thought about making a video about why I left that store, because it's one of those stores that it's one of those companies, this is the front now, that everybody loves. And when I first started working there, right before I was hired, I was very excited. But I don't want to talk too bad about the company, because they weren't the worst company. The company itself was great. It was the store, I think, that was the problem. The particular people. And all of the stores in my area seem to be run similarly. Because I thought about just transferring, but I actually spoke to a few workers and they all had similar problems. So I decided it wasn't worth it. I'm back on the back now, sorry. I hope the camera, or I hope the microphone isn't picking up too much of the camera's autofocus. It is such a terrible sound. Back to the front. McDonald's break. That probably doesn't sound good. Awful. Okay, now for the Galaxy S. I'll start with the back. It's much sharper. I should label this video or title it as Galaxy S and Galaxy S3 comparison. I imagine people looking for a phone comparison, and I'm only comparing the way they sound when you tap on them. That would be silly. I don't like that. Move to the front. I'm sure that sounds similar to the other phone. I'll tap around the edges of the phone too. If you hear any snoring, that is my cat, Monkey. Now for the edges of the phone. It's not too bad. And if you hear somebody yelling in the background, that's my brother playing video games. I like the other one better. I think it sounds better. This phone is also really slow. I couldn't even play Candy Crush Saga on it. It kept crashing. Size comparison. Very helpful. My light also died in the middle of my other channel video. And then I reached up and touched it and burnt my hand on it. I might give you a brief tour of my DVD collection. I hesitate to call it a collection because it's not really. It's just stuff that I don't really, some of it I don't like anymore, and I just have it. And it's just accumulated over the years. So I have my camera and my microphone set up on the DVD stand. I also have a belt. We'll tap on this for a while. So sorry if it's dark. I'll have to buy new light bulbs. Some people like the visual, but you can't hear it as well. I'll tap harder. Okay, let me try. Okay. So first I have Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, Part 2. Something's wrong with my camera. Next, I have, and the stand is facing backwards, so I hope this camera doesn't die. I have a broken CD of Led Zeppelin BBC Sessions with the second disc still in it. I like Led Zeppelin, but this is not mine, so I don't know whose that is. Then I have A Time to Kill. It's a good movie. It's a better book. Then I have Fight Club. One of the most misunderstood books and movies ever. Then I have 12 Angry Men. This is a really good movie. If you haven't seen it, which I'm sure you have, you should see it. Next, I have a strange collection, I guess. Bruno. I only bought it because it was like $2 at Blockbuster when they were going out of business. But I do like this movie. Then I have one of my favorite movies, ouch, which is Step Brothers. I love these two together, and I love him. John C. Reilly. Dr. Steve Bull. Next, I can't grab this movie because my microphone is sitting on it, but it is also one of my favorite movies, which is Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? And I'm just gonna like shuffle through these movies down here. I have Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Then I have a copy of The Sims 2. It's not all movies, it's just stuff. Then I have The Last of the Mohicans. Then I have the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, The Game, for PS Double. Then I have a Blu-ray copy of Benjamin Button, but I don't have a Blu-ray player. Then I have The Life of Brian. And finally, in this area, I have a terrible movie called The Number 23. Down here, I have Final Fantasy X. Then I have a lot of Family Guy videos, DVDs. Then a lot of Wild Boys DVDs. Then I have Mythbusters, and everything else down there is facing the other way, so I can't tell what it is, sorry. But that is my extensive DVD collection. I'm just going to film this video as long as the camera keeps rolling. I hope that I've been talking slowly this whole time. So, I feel like I've run out of things to talk about though. So I will take you on a journey through my phone. I hope there's nothing bad on there. I'll show you pictures, I guess. I take a lot of pictures of my dog, though. Okay. Here's a picture of him looking stupid. He does this thing where you tickle his chin and he goes like, and it's just funny. I was trying to capture it. There it is again. God. There's another terrible angle. And again, there's a picture of him outside, all happy and stuff. Bunch of bad pictures of him outside. There's a video. I won't hold a video up to the video camera though, because that's just... And I guess that's all the videos I have on this phone. Or the pictures. Oh, here's some more. Here's a picture of my dog and my cat sleeping butt to butt, even though they hate each other. I thought that was nice. Here's a picture of shrimp Alfredo. I know this isn't the best way to view videos, or pictures, I mean, but deal with it. Just more dog pictures and stuff that I would have to explain. And here's a picture of Mary. I mentioned her in the tag video. My stuffed animal with the dog, obviously, in the background, as always. More dog. A lot of pictures of this dog. He makes the funniest faces. Here's a picture of him looking at my bowl of popcorn. Lots of dogs. I'm trying to only show you the best. Here's the picture of the raspberry cake I ate on my last day of work after that terrible day. More dog. Lots of pictures of this dog. Sorry. Keep on looking for pictures. Here's a cute one. And he's making that face when he sleeps. I am taking too many pictures of this dog. And I will keep trying to look for something. This is the most interesting thing I could find other than the dog. Tacos. Oops. Turn the phone off. This picture of Tyra Banks. I hope this video is working, because I don't feel like I'm doing a very good job. But I'm going to keep looking for pictures to show you that you might possibly find interesting, but I haven't found any. There's a picture of my hair. I used to have it blue. You can't really see, but it was blue on the bottom. There's a picture of my cat.